Hello and good morning. Now you're tuning in to the Star News with me. The top headline for today is 1810 retrenched Malaysians are job hunting amid COVID-19. In a survey conducted by JobStreet, 1810 retrenched Malaysians are job hunting, who make up 54% of over 5,000 respondents. From that figure, the number of active job seekers was even higher among those permanently laid off due to the crisis at 81%. Besides, 66% of respondents were currently unemployed, saying they were worried about the difficulties of the application process. In spite of their concerns, job seekers remain positive. According to the study, 59% of those actively job hunting are relatively optimistic, keeping their options open as they move forward from the effects of the crisis.
Hello Raihana.
Hello Hazira.
I have sad news. A Asia company has retrenched me because the company suffered a loss of profit due to cannot operate the business during this pandemic. As you know, nowadays it is difficult to me and other people to find new job during this COVID-19.
Really? Yesterday I read a news related to employees retrenchment. I did not expect you were one of them. AirAsia should not be able to do that because all parties were affected during this pandemic. It's okay, don't give up to find another job. Anything, just let me know, okay? Hello Hazira, sorry to bother you, but I want to ask about your current situation and is there any update from your company?
Thank you because you are so caring about me. I have a good news to share. AirAsia has already decided to diversify the business and gave me the opportunity to work again with their company, but I did not get the same position. I was given the opportunity to do e-hailing, which is AirAsia Ride. The incentive that I can get is can earn more when I achieve a weekly goals.
During the pandemic, the travel and tourism industry was the most affected of all sectors, with a total loss of 100 million in Malaysia. According to the airline report, as the coronavirus outbreak threatened the aviation industry, Malaysia-based carrier Malindo Air has begun a layoff exercise ranging from termination to a year unpaid leave for 2,047 personnel, the Human Resource Ministry said on Wednesday. As the coronavirus pandemic battered the aviation industry, Malaysia Airlines, the AirAsia Group leading budget airline and its long-haul subsidiary AirAsia Berhad has announced layoff to its employees. On November 3, the ministry had conversation with Malindo Air management to guarantee the right of the affected workers are protected and the necessary help is provided. Human Resource Ministry Mr. Savana said with the possibility of being hired again when the economy recovers. He added in a statement.
Retrenchment was an optional risk MCO period because of the company loss of profit and the employer could not afford to pay employee salaries. There will be no retrenchment if the company is profitable and has healthy growth prospects in the foreseeable future. Companies may decide on a business strategy to mitigate the effect of the downturn, such as firing some employees and outsourcing certain responsibilities to third parties to reduce costs. In Malaysia, even companies are free to organize or structure their business to maximize efficiency and profitability. Retrenchment must be done in good faith because it will have a negative impact on employees' life.
The impacts will be even more serious during an economic downturn such as COVID-19 outbreak. When unemployment is widespread and retrenchment, workers will struggle to find other jobs with comparable conditions as they compete for a job. Hundreds of job applications may be received in response to a job posting. A job application must be able to impress the employer to be successful. Having many applications can limit the amount of time an employer can spend reading resumes. Employers may be drowned. in by a clear, strong resume. The job market is frequently flooded with other job seekers with similar skills and work experience. Because only a few people will accept the offered job, many people will be out of work. So this will increase the unemployment rate.
Assalamualaikum. As an experienced businesswoman for the past 10 years, I would like to suggest to diversify the business, which a company creates new products, services, or enters new markets, either combining with another company or acquiring a business in a different field or service sector. The advantage is increased sales and revenue as it provides an extraordinary boost to brand image and company profitability because it is not only focused on one area of business. Business diversification strategy is a good technique to keep a business stable and prevent employees' retrenchment. I took an example of AirAsia Group that launched a digital platform to diversify business. It is an all-in-one platform covering cashless payment, food delivery, shopping, entertainment, and travel. All things considered, diversify needs to be implemented in a company as it is giving an advantage especially in terms of profit as well as prevent retrenchment.
In Malaysia, the Employment Act 1955 and the Employment Regulations 1980 govern retrenchment procedures for employees earning less than 2,000 ringgit per month and for manual workers, regardless of their monthly salary. The length of notice period for employees covered by the Employment Act is determined by the employee's length of service. Furthermore, according to the Malaysian Code of Conduct for Industrial Harmony 1975, the employer must make a proper selection on the category of employees to be retrenched.
Hello and good morning. Now you're tuning in to the CBN News with me. The top headline for today is number of unemployment rate is high due to increase of retrenchment in United States. With the commencement of the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020, the United States unemployment increased by 1.5 million with a significant increase in the number of job losses of temporary layoff. After that, the number of unemployed people who were temporarily laid off increased by 16 million to 18 million in April 2020, reflecting to the consequences of the pandemic and initiative to prevent it. The unexpected increase in temporary employment in April drastically affected landscape of the labor force. More than 3/4 of total unemployment has been assigned to the impact of such temporary layoff.
You're fired.
What? But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed? Oh, right. You're on fire.
loss in the hotel industry had been a global issue since the pandemic. COVID-19 has left hotels in major cities across the country struggling to stay in business, resulting in massive job loss and dramatically reducing state and the local tax revenue for 2020 and beyond. As a result of COVID-19 demand, a few hotels have closed their doors or imposed unpaid leave, salary cut, and a retrenchment exercise, jeopardizing the future of thousands of hotel workers. Hotels across the United States are experiencing unprecedented booking cancellation due to the pandemic, which could eliminate up to 4 million posts. The prolonged economic impact of the pandemic has taken an incredible toll on the hotel industry, with no sign of a recovery in sight.
The factor that leads to the employees' retrenchment is the global economic crisis, especially during Movement Control Order (MCO), as most businesses were affected during this period. The COVID-19 crisis is hitting developing economies at a critical moment. This factor has been hotly debated among economists, which is this pandemic has had a negative impact on the global economy. The crisis had a huge impact, especially in the industrial sector, causing most of the industrial sector had to reduce operations to avoid large losses and had to cease their operations.
Unemployment tends to rise rapidly and often remain high during the retrenchment period. The company that face rising costs, fluctuations or declining revenue and increasing debt repayment pressure, they initiate retrenchment to reduce their costs. Its impact are actually greater than that, as it affects mental health, survival and consequently an individual quality of life, as well as having an impact on community. The number of unemployment is rising in numerous industries at the same time, and the average employee unemployment period is increasing. In this case, the recession will result in significant unemployment and employees will face financial difficulty, which will have an impact on their families, relationships and communities.
Hello, I'm a professor from School of Business in University Kebangsaan Malaysia. For today's talk, I would like to give a solution of challenges in hotel layoff. The solution is to transfer employees from one position to another, or one unit to another, or one shift to another, and it also can entail moving to a new location. However, employees might need to use in-house training to allow employees to be taught and transferred to other branches of the company that may require further assistance. For the advantage of transferred employees is employees need to learn about the organization's different components, activities and rules, as well as how work is completed in various departments or job functions. This improves their organizational knowledge and ability to complete tasks, in increasing their value to the company as well as their understanding of the whole company in preparation for a promotion or a broader organizational goal. Therefore, employees should be mindful that employee must be informed of the factors used in the selection for process of transferring, training and selected employees.